robbery ring doing their thing. But of course, all good things come to an end. At least 8 people were charged in this robbery ring. I got a clip and I got the article here from NBC News. Let me read the article and then we'll go to the clip. But it says here at least 8 people have been charged in what LA has described as a crime ring enacting a string of residential robberies across the city. Officers conducted what LAPD Chief Jim McDonald described as a major operation, executing simultaneous search warrants, targeting the burglary suspects that were taken into custody, had ties to the Rollin Crips and the 5-5 Neighborhood Crip gang. I should have tapped in with ODM Slim and see if he knew anything about this.
Free Crip Mac, man.
The burglary crew and the crimes, the targets of this operation were members of what was referred to as the Rollin Burglary Crew, responsible for 92 residential burglaries in the city of LA.
So you know a lot of them ain't even them.
Yeah. Well, so you're saying it's not possible to be?
No, it's possible, but you know how they like to close cases.
Yeah.
So they threw some more burglaries on them, but I don't know how long they've been investigating these people at the same time.
Yeah. Well, when they get to court, they'll find out how many of these. They're probably not even gonna get charged with 92 burglaries, but they're.
But if it's 8 people, you do division. 90-something ain't far fetched.
Yeah, but not all 8 of them together doing 92. I'm sure they split up sometimes or have multiple crews.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so investigators believe that the break-in started in 2022 and have spanned the city of West LA, Pacific Hollywood. Never heard of that. Pacific Hollywood. I think that might be a typo. Wilshire, North Hollywood, West Valley. They put Devonshire. It's supposed to be Devonshire.
So you know
Yeah.
Pacific Hollywood a typo if they got that messed up. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's no such thing as Devonshire. It's Devonshire. Okay, so what this sentence is actually naming all of the police divisions of the LAPD. So West LA, Pacific Division. Okay, it's supposed to be Pacific, then comma Hollywood. They put Pacific Hollywood together.
Okay.
And then there's no such thing as Devonshire. It's Devonshire, Foothill, and Topanga. Most of these divisions, by the way, are in all our affluent sections of the city. You don't see no Southwest, no 77, no Southeast, no Newton. So that makes sense, right? You're only going to hit where you feel their money's at. It is not believed that this group is connected to a recent string of burglaries in the Encino area. A breakthrough occurred in February when officers chased 3 suspects in a vehicle that they recognized as being used in 2 burglaries. Those 3 people were arrested in February, and officers gained information that led to more potential suspects.
Developing tonight, a home burglary followed by a pursuit and then a crash in Beverly Hills. All the commotion surprising people on this quiet Valentine's date night.
Traffic on parts of Wilshire Boulevard near Rodeo Drive at a standstill just before 7 o'clock Friday night, with police helicopters hovering above. Citizen app video shows LAPD, Beverly Hills PD, and undercover officers on the scene. And just around the corner, this black SUV, LAPD calls the getaway vehicle, in a pursuit that ended when the SUV crashed into a black sedan, ruining the Valentine's Day dinner for this couple. They declined our interview request, but told me off camera the SUV sideswiped their car and came to a stop. They witnessed one person get out and start running, but officers quickly caught up to the person and took them into custody. LAPD confirming they arrested 2 people just after 8 o'clock. Investigators say undercover officers with the LA Impact Task Force started pursuing the SUV around 6:30 p.m. in connection with a home burglary 6 miles north in Beverly Crest.
Police have not said whether the undercover officers were tailing the SUV or what time the burglary happened.
So now you know what's going on.
So they told one of them 3 or all 3. One of them somebody told.
Man,
that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Let me play. Let me play this clip here for the people.
Tonight, Los Angeles police busting what they describe as a prolific burglary ring responsible for 92 home break-ins across the city.
10 suspects, all adult career criminals with prior arrests for violent and property crimes, have been identified.
Authorities say the suspects, ranging in age from 20 to 47, call themselves the Rich Rollin Burglary Crew, part of a South LA gang that uses advanced technology to target multiple high-end neighborhoods.
They are sophisticated. They do things like have the ability to jam your Wi-Fi cameras, jam your Wi-Fi alarms.
The arrests come amid a wider string of home break-ins, from celebrities to everyday residents, like this recent heist showing mass thieves fleeing a home with duffel bags full of ransacked items. The victim saying it happened just moments after he left his home, leading him to believe he was being watched.
We've seen cases where cameras have been put in flower beds across the street from the house.
According to police, during this latest round of arrests, authorities recovered multiple firearms and ammunition, burglary devices, including window punch tools, radios, face masks, headlamps, and cans of bear mace, and loads of stolen goods, from high-end jewelry to designer purses.
These are not crimes of need. These are crimes of greed.
All right, that's Nathan Hochman talking his mess. But here's what happened. Those three guys got arrested 6 months ago in February, 7 months ago. One or all of them provided information to the police. And for the last 6 months, they've just been investigating based on the information that whoever told gave to the police.
That article say 8 people, and this clip said 10 people.
Yeah, that, it's still early in the story. There's always going to be mistakes like that.
Yeah, I told you, remember we was going over my cases, and I said I went to jail for a burglary too. They set the little center punch for the windows. Yeah, I went to jail for that. But I was in the county in 2009, and I was in there, and I was on the news also about the knock bandits. So like this ain't the first time they went after a group of burglars. You know what I'm saying? And it was the Rollin Crips back then.
Oh, they've been known.
Yeah, so back like in 2009, I ain't gonna say their names who was all in the county at the time, but they was you know what I'm saying, they was just called the knock bandits, and then they all went down or whatever. But and if I ain't mistaken, I could be wrong. I remember when I was younger, burglary wasn't a strike. They made it like bad, like when this flocking thing became a thing and it went crazy. That's when like it became a strikeable offense, and they had same way you got a gang book, they got a whole book full of flockers.
Yeah, and the Harlems have been the face of flocking for over a decade, and I'm sure people from other hoods have all engaged in flocking, but for some reason, the Harlem 30s have this reputation as being king flockers.
But I'm gonna say this though. The group call themselves the Rich Rollin. No, they don't call themselves that. See, that the news be trying to put emphasis on stuff. They know that, all these hoods, the Rich Rollin Crip, they call themselves that. Even the dirty ones say they Rich Rollin. But, the news is trying to put extras on it, emphasis for the courts. They're Rich Rollin, and they call themselves that. No, that's some gang shit, not no flocking shit.
And nobody from 5-5 would call themselves Rich Rollin.
But no, they might, because they say they rolling 50s.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, but that have nothing to do with the burglars.
But the Rich Rollin, yeah, you're right. That could be.
No, they trying to put extras on shit. The same way every time somebody gather, a peaceful gathering, they say a straight takeover. Now you know what I'm saying?
But I think the people they arrested in February may have provided them with some of that information of the Rich Rollin, and maybe they got it partially incorrect. Or maybe they taking it to another level.
I bet you them dudes that got taken in February, they got Rich Rollin tatted, and then they you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of them do, but man, free them guys on everything.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say about that is I don't trust having Bluetooth and Wi-Fi control my house. Because it's easily the security on that system can be easily penetrated by people who just go out and buy that equipment. If they want to spend $1,000 on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi breakers, then your whole system is compromised. Because somebody can go buy the equipment and stand out right in front of your house and scramble everything.
I didn't know there was a such thing as that.
Yeah, and now look, I have Wi-Fi on my refrigerator. I don't use it. I have a Wi-Fi on my washing machine and dryer. I don't use it. I don't use any of that technology to control the house. Even your air conditioning and your heater can be controlled by Wi-Fi. I don't use it at all. There is a convenience if you know you're going home and
warm the house up before you get there.
You can warm it up or you can cool it down while you're on the freeway. You can be like, let me turn this on right now. So when I walk in, boom, it's where I need it to be.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard of this Wi-Fi scrambler thing.
This was the moment burglars busted out of the home belonging to former Seahawks star Richard Sherman. This is just one example of a disturbing trend of criminals going after high-profile victims, specifically famous athletes. Prosecutors have charged Earl Riley IV, not only in Sherman's case, but investigators say he and others targeted Julio Rodriguez, Luis Castillo, Edgar Martinez, and Dodgers pitcher Blake Snell. Today, a judge would not allow us to show Riley's face, but that is him appearing in court after refusing to show for the last 2 hearings. Detectives say Riley and his crew managed to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of luxury items from the athletes. Today, Riley pleaded not guilty, and one detail that is raising eyebrows is the fact that the criminals were using what's known as Wi-Fi jammers to shut down home security cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of it.
They even got cell phone. You know, if you get caught with a cell phone scrambler, that's a felony offense. Just having one in your possession. You could pretty much go to the movie theaters and render everybody's cell phone
information.
Yeah. You just turn it on. It's a device you have, and I think they call it cell phone blocker.